Hard work, support and motivation are the key ingredients to success as an emerging creative practitioner. Co-director of Accidentally Annie Street Space and social media officer at Institute of Modern Art, Tess Maunder, gives us some insight into what it takes.
My name's Tess Maunder and I'm a student. I'm studying a Bachelor of Fine Arts at QT. So in terms of funding, I, at my stage in career, because I'm still an undergraduate student, am not too focused on funding right now. I'm definitely building skills so that I can require funding sometime in the future. But the bottom line is there's not much available until you graduate. I myself, with the projects I've been involved with, the money has either come out of my own pocket or the people I'm working with, and we negotiate some sort of agreement. And that's where trust comes into play. That's why it's really important to have both a professional and personal relationship with the people you're working with, because it needs to be a different kind of trust than going to a 9-to-5 job and working with someone. It's all about who's got the funds and what you can do to negotiate that to work with your project.
So if funded cultural spaces offering opportunities are being closed down, emerging creative practitioners relying on these spaces have nowhere to go.
I think established spaces that have their own protocol are essential. If small organisations that are run from a grassroots way up point of view, such as the Alley or Room 60, any of these places, if they're being forced to close down by a higher body, then I guess it's just got to be, everyone's got to be realistic. There's no way that people can continue without support. I guess the industry isn't so much about the art, really. It's more so about relationships, and every industry is about relationships, regardless of what anyone thinks. I don't know, but relationships are everything, and I really believe in maintaining relationships and building upon the relationships you have. Through working with people, you can always establish some more long-term plans that will not only help yourself but help your local community and help other people's practice.
Love Our Laneways founder John McDonald not only owns his own space but has been campaigning to save the cultural precinct of Elizabeth Street Laneway. So what is Love Our Laneways?
Love Our Laneways is a campaign that was created to save a laneway precinct in the middle of Brisbane, and specifically a heritage building in just off Elizabeth Street.
So what do you know about the Alley?
The Alley was a great little art space that was down in the Elizabeth Street Printery, which is the building we're trying to save, and it fostered a lot of up-and-coming bands, had a lot of art shows. People running it were great guys, and they really tried to help out the art scene in Brisbane.
What other hubs have been closed down?
There's a long history of heritage buildings being demolished in Brisbane, going back to Cloudland and the old Bellevue Hotel are the most infamous examples. They were beautiful buildings that were demolished in the middle of the night back in the late 70s and early 80s. But also there was a building on Macrossan and Adelaide Street that was a beautiful heritage building that was demolished to create a very bland set of residential high-rises. And after that happened, I decided if I saw something similar happening again, I would do something about it.
What do you think will happen for emerging creative industries practitioners with the closing of cultural hubs such as the Alley?
It's just another art space that's not here anymore. And recently there's been like Troubadour and the Fort and a couple of other little spaces that have closed down. When you start losing these things, the city becomes a more boring place because of it. And I think we need these places. We need hundreds more of these places, not just one or two dotted around.
But there's still hope for emerging creative practitioners to be independently successful if they work hard and have support.